All right, good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We're going to go ahead and get started. So I just want to introduce New York City DOT Commissioner Ydanis Rodriguez.
Thank you, Nick. Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. I want to acknowledge everyone, but especially congratulate Kemuel Arroyo for winning back in December the Oscar de la Renta Award that is given to Dominican American for the contribution back in the island and overseas. And as you know, most of you know, Kemuel is the Chief of Accessibility for the MTA, and he used to be the Chief of Accessibility for DOT. So all the work that we see right now of intersection being redesigned, where it make it more accessible for people with wheelchairs to be able to walk, happen under his leadership. So congratulations for that recognition. Come on. On behalf of Mayor Eric Adams, it's a great pleasure to be here this morning in the 10th Council District, the district that I had the honor to represent. La gente decía, los 12 años Balaguer era mucho tiempo, pero 12 años es mucho, pero se va rápido también. So having the Congress member here, that have spent so many years, as an assembly member, as a state senator, now representing the community in D.C., we know the value of spending so many years representing a community. So for me, it was an honor to represent this district for 12 years, since 2009 to at the end of 2021. I'm pleased to be joined this morning again by Congressmember Adriano Espaillat, State Senator Robert Jackson, Isidro Medina, the Executive Director of the 181st Business Improvement District, the institution again that when I was a council member through the 360 grants at SBS, I was able to put the resources for them to take it into this project, and especially to help with Wayne and others to create the Inwood Chambers Merchant Association. So thank you, Isidro. Thank you, Wayne, Valerie, from the Inwood Merchant of Commerce, and our DOT team who are here and work so hard on this project. It's said it often, but one of my goals as DOT Commissioner is to reimagine the use of public spaces. Roughly 27% of our city land fall under New York City DOT, and it's a great honor for me to be in charge of that agency with almost 6,000 men and women, responsible to manage not only the land, but almost 800 bridges and tunnels, the ferry, the signal, the marking, and our bridges. This street should be safe, vibrant, and accessible space, whether you are a driver, a cyclist, a bus rider, or a pedestrian. The Post Avenue Plaza in the Shared Street is a great example of what I mean when I say reimagining the use of public space. But especially this plaza, that is the second one after Quisqueya Plaza in Inwood, that we've been able to bring to our community. This particular plaza is coming near those developments that is happening here with Taconi and Madruga and the former land of the gas station. There's 1,500 new apartments in this area. So Inwood is changing as a commitment to all of us to continue making the community accessible. It is important also that we bring public space for the current and the future tenants of our community. Between 2016 and 2020, we saw over 90 crashes at this intersection on 10th Avenue and 207. Again, 90 crashes happening here from 2016 to 2020. That's unacceptable. And those are the data that we are following, that we are using when we take on any projects. Crashes put everyone at risk: drivers, cyclists, bus riders, pedestrians, all of us. And guys, there's one thing that we as a city had to celebrate. Under Mayor Adams' leadership, myself, and all of us in the city of New York, beside the year of COVID 2020, when there was not so many people in the street, New York City has the lower pedestrian fatality, and that number is the lowest one of the last 114 years in the city, when those numbers in the nation are the highest one since 1987. So we did something about it. In this area, we redesigned the street to improve visibility, expanded space for pedestrians, and shortened the distance to cross the street. We also built a concrete bus boarding island for bus riders near this area. We know that working class New Yorkers disproportionately depend on bus service to get around our city, and we want to make a safer and better experience. And we have also added pedestrian ramps to improve accessibility. Pedestrian ramps provide access on and off our street and sidewalk and are an essential tool for all pedestrians, especially aging New Yorkers and people with disability. But what is extra special about this project is that it is not only made our streets safer and more accessible, but it also benefits the community in other ways. As part of a nearly 10,000 square feet of pedestrian space created by this project, we are providing a designated area for outdoor markets and community programming. Again, an outdoor market is something that in New York City first started at Plaza Las Americas at 175th and Broadway. Then the second one has been Corona Plaza, and this is the third one in the city of New York, a pedestrian plaza that will also be designated for vendors to be here. Working with the Inwood Merchants Association and street vendors and other partners, we will activate this space and make it a vibrant part of the community. This will be used not only by the vendor, but also there's an Inwood school here that is in the same block. So we expect also to see the teacher and the student and the parent using this space. That is a lot of space for artists also to do exhibition in this space. This additional space for pedestrians will benefit the small businesses, provide a safe space for people to gather, and offer an experience for all residents to enjoy. During 2023, at DOT, we created 588,000 square feet of pedestrian space to enhance safety and strengthen our community across our city. At New York City DOT, we are making our streets safer and better for all New Yorkers. And this project is another great example. So I want to thank everyone who made this happen, including our dedicated team at DOT, First Deputy Commissioner Margaret Forgione, Manhattan Borough Commissioner Ed Pink, thank you for your job. Deputy Commissioner Eric Beaton, Associate Deputy Commissioner Sharon Quinn, Assistant Commissioner Emily Winful, Assistant Director of Public Realm Partnership and Programs Kyle Goldman, Acting Director of Strategic Initiative Karen Patterson, Acting Director of Project Development and Delivery Dan Warner, and Project Manager Renee Franklin. And I want to thank some of the many community leaders, especially elected officials, who made this possible. And that includes someone that will be the first one saying a few words, Congressmember Adriano Espaillat. Thank you for your leadership in this project. This could not happen without Congressman Espaillat leadership and advocacy. There's so many big priorities that the Congressman had for this community. But every time when he is stopping me in the street was about when is the plaza coming to Post Avenue. So thank you for continuing asking for that project. We also owe a debt of gratitude to Wayne Martinez and Valerie Ponares. Thank you for your job, for all your support, not only to this plaza, but also Quisqueya Plaza and other small businesses and all elected officials, leaders who join us today. Before turning to Congressmember in 2 minutes en español, hoy estamos aquí un día muy importante porque estamos oficialmente dejando abierta esta plaza en Post, una plaza que responde a una necesidad en la ciudad de Nueva York. Recrear más espacios públicos para que sean utilizados por la comunidad. Este es un lugar que tiene una peculiaridad donde además de Plaza de las Américas, que fue la primera plaza que se hizo en la ciudad de Nueva York, donde se usa también para los vendedores. La plaza en Corona, en Queens. Esta es la tercera plaza que hay en la ciudad de Nueva York, donde también tiene un uso para que los vendedores también estén en este lugar. Este lugar lo rediseñamos como una de las plazas que tenemos, cerca de 100 plazas tenemos en la ciudad de Nueva York, donde nos reimaginamos los usos de los espacios públicos. Lo que hacemos con esto es que logramos crear espacios que se usaban anteriormente para vehículos y en este caso se usan para diferentes formas. Le damos las gracias a todos los oficiales electos por el trabajo que han hecho, especialmente el congresista Espaillat, senador Jackson, que está aquí también, concejal Carmen de la Rosa, el asambleísta Manny de los Santos, por su liderazgo y apoyo. En la ciudad de Nueva York, el 27% de los terrenos de esta ciudad están bajo la responsabilidad de nuestra agencia, el Departamento de Transportación. Además de plazas, de carretera y de las aceras, tenemos también que manejar los puentes, que son cerca de 800, el starting and the ferry, más de 40,000 intersecciones, los semáforos, las señales, las marcas de la calle. Por lo tanto, como alguien que representó este distrito, producto de vivir aquí desde 1983, es un honor regresar de nuevo en calidad de comisionado representando al alcalde Eric Garden, dejando inaugurada formalmente la plaza en Post Avenue. Plaza que está cerca del área de Inwood, donde ya se están construyendo cerca de 1.500 apartamentos, un gran por ciento de ellos asequibles para esta comunidad. Con esto lo dejamos con el congresista Adriano Espaillat.
Gracias, comisionado, gracias por sus esfuerzos, por esta plaza que tiene orígenes desde el 2016. En el 2016 fue que los vendedores ambulantes de la calle 207, quienes enfrentaban calamidades, lo que muchos interpretaban como acoso de la policía, entre otras cosas, optaron unirse para tener una plaza donde ellos puedan vender sus artículos con dignidad y dentro del marco de la ley. Algunos 40 de ellos, Pascual, se establecieron aquí, y lamento que Bartolomé Bonilla, quien es el líder de estos vendedores ambulantes, que yo lo interpreto como pequeños empresarios, microempresarios, no esté aquí con nosotros hoy, pero sí está Amaury Montilla, quien es representante. Amaury, ven acá conmigo. Ellos son los protagonistas de este esfuerzo. No es el congresista, ni siquiera el comisionado, y menos aún otros. Son ellos los protagonistas de este esfuerzo, porque salieron de ahí y incluso le advirtieron a los otros que se han quedado ahí y que ya no podrán estar ahí, que se unificaran alrededor de este proyecto, y esperaron desde 2016, mucho antes que yo fuera congresista y mucho antes que el comisionado fuera comisionado, y el subcomisionado Pinker tenía 2 mellizos recién nacidos, yo creo que están en la universidad ahora, si no me equivoco. Tanto duró este proyecto, pero los protagonistas son ellos, personas que están aquí bajo frío, bajo calor de verano, enfrentando toda clase de vicisitudes para poder avanzar hacia adelante y adecentar este vecindario. Así que yo les felicito, denle un gran aplauso a los vendedores ambulantes. Y esperamos de que esta plaza sea un éxito y ejemplar para el resto de la ciudad. Yo le decía al comisionado Pinker que ellos establecieron aquí una pista de patinaje de hielo, que sería interesante si la dejan aquí permanentemente para nuestros niños, para que ellos puedan compartir este espacio con los vendedores ambulantes y puedan atraer clientes para ellos. O otro tipo de proyecto que pueda realmente establecer a esta plaza permanentemente, ¿verdad? Es una plaza que sus orígenes son de la clase trabajadora, sin recibir un centavo de subsidio, ni un penny de subsidio. A veces se vieron al punto de desaparecer, pero su persistencia es de ejemplo para el resto de nuestra comunidad. Y creo que ellos van a hacer un gran trabajo. Yo quiero que ustedes, cuando sea el tiempo apropiado, pasen por aquí y saluden a Bartolomé, que es el líder de ellos, y que ellos cuenten con una identificación, a lo mejor con un kiosco que le dé cierto nivel de seguridad, de permanencia aquí. Ya ellos tienen sus estatutos, tienen su organización sin fines de lucro, tienen un espacio donde guardan sus artículos de almacén, pagan ahí también. O sea que ellos están contribuyendo, ellos son ejemplos de lo que puede ser. Y quiero felicitar al comisionado por finalmente traer este proyecto hacia adelante, tanto al comisionado Rodríguez como a Pinkar, y también a la organización que trabaja con ellos, que es el BID de la calle 181, que ahora es también aquí en Inwood, de Inwood Merchant Association, la asociación de comerciantes de Inwood, que trabajaron con ellos para que hoy fuera una realidad. Gracias. Thank you for being here. This is a great success. God bless you. Y vengan a comprar artículos aquí. Yo le he dicho a ellos que deben mejorar. ¿Para cuál? Tú debes bajar de allá, del segundo piso, a comprar aquí. No, yo creo que no. Yo no te he visto nunca. Él viene, mira, él viene. Yo le he dicho a ellos que deben mejorar la calidad de los artículos que venden, porque Google ya dijo, Padilla, Google, no nosotros, Google dijo que esta es la pequeña República Dominicana. Es Google que lo dice, no lo decimos nosotros. Tú cruzas el puente y Google dice, acaba de entrar a la pequeña República Dominicana. Entonces ellos deben de ver el artículo, a lo mejor un gofio, a lo mejor no sé, Padilla, sonríete que es un día alegre. Bueno, gracias a todos ustedes.
Sí, yo quería manifestarle en nombre de Bartolomé y de todos los vendedores de la Asociación de Vendedores Comunitarios que desde el principio nosotros tratamos de que todas las personas que se integren, todos los vendedores que se integren a esta organización deberían mantener un orden, un respeto. Aquí no se aceptan palabras obscenas, no se aceptan maldichos ni nada que ofendan a la comunidad. Y todos los vendedores tienen que someterse a esa regulación, o si no, no califican para estar en esta organización. Inclusive representantes de la Universidad Columbia University vinieron por aquí y nos hicieron una pequeña entrevista y yo fui la persona que estaba en ese momento y le respondí. Y le explicaba todas las leyes y los estatutos que nosotros hemos establecido para que las personas puedan calificar para vender. Pero, ante todo, yo quería darle las gracias a Radamés López por ser la persona que siempre nos mantuvo en contacto con el congresista y la verdad que Adriano, aparte de ser una persona querida por la comunidad, ha sido nuestro consejero y nos fue la persona que dijo, aquí es que ustedes se merecen estar. Así que muchas gracias a Adriano Espallá, a Radamés López, por todo su esfuerzo para que nosotros hoy estemos aquí. Bien, que tengan buen día.
Gracias, Mauri. Vamos a escuchar ahora una breve palabra de dos oficiales electos que están con nosotros, senador Jackson y el asambleísta Manny de los Santos.
Well, good morning, everyone. Ydanis and your team, let me thank you for bringing this together. Obviously, in a community with such density as ours, we need to have places where we can sit and relax and talk and watch the children, and to see the merchants, everyone coming together in unity for our community, and that's what this is about. So this Inwood Post Avenue transformation is a testament to what community can achieve when it comes together. So everyone here, I thank you on behalf of all of the residents that live in our community. By prioritizing pedestrians' safety and shared space, the NYC DOT, the Inwood Merchants Association, and surrounding street vendors, and everyone else who had a hand in this, not only created a plaza, but have woven a stronger social fabric where neighbors can gather, learn, share, and grow together. And this is a symbol of progress and unity in Inwood. And so as a state senator representing all of Inwood, I say thank you on behalf of the people of our district. I was looking at the sign. It says Post Avenue Plaza, and it talks about the rules of the plaza. So obviously we want everybody to understand the rules of the plaza so we can respect this space and keep it the type of space where families, children, and merchants can come together. With that, Ydanis, as our commissioner, and everyone else, thank you.
Buenos días. Hoy, sin lugar a dudas, celebramos un triunfo más para nuestra comunidad. Nosotros entendemos que los espacios abiertos unifican nuestra familia, unifican nuestra comunidad y le permiten a nuestros jóvenes, a nuestros niños, identificarse más con nuestra comunidad. De manera que hoy compartimos, celebramos, pero también levantamos el esfuerzo y la lucha de todos los miembros responsables de que hoy sea un espacio más en nuestra comunidad. Nosotros tenemos la gran responsabilidad de proteger este espacio y asegurar que cada día más perdure cumpliendo nuestra responsabilidad como ciudadanos, que esté limpio, cuidar de él, para que los trabajadores ambulantes que por muchos años se han sacrificado para que este día de hoy sea toda una realidad. Quiero agradecer de la misma manera al comisionado Ydanis Rodríguez, que se ha dado la tarea de luchar arduamente para celebrar este día. También quiero agradecer al Departamento de Sanidad, a mis colegas en el gobierno, al senador Robert Jackson, al congresista Adriano Espaillat, que desde el primer día fue un aliado de los vendedores ambulantes para asegurar que junto a la Fundación Juan Pablo Duarte, y como ya lo había mencionado, Laura Costa también sean partícipes o arquitectos de este día. También quiero agradecer a Inwood Merchant Association, que de manera desinteresada ha hecho una inversión en asegurar que este día también se realizara. Without a doubt, today is not only a community victory, it is a victory for our family, for our kids, for our young people, for the next generation, to ensure that this open space becomes a space for everyone who lived in this community. We had fought for many years to make sure that today's day becomes a reality. But it is up to us to make sure that we preserve the open space. I believe this is the second open space plaza that gets inaugurated in our community, and I cannot be prouder to be here along the side with my colleague and government, Senator Robert Jackson, Congressman Adriano Espaillat, who has been a state fighter in making sure that this day becomes a reality. And I know that the street vendors and Inwood Merchant Association have been fighting along the side with Commissioner Ydanis Rodríguez and the Sanitation Department so that we today have another space in our community. Let's preserve it, let's celebrate it, let's enjoy it, and let's continue the celebration. Thank you.
Thank you, Assembly Member. Before we do get into the ribbon cutting, I also want to acknowledge Jackson from the Open Plans, a great partner also, not only advocating on projects like this, but also he's been working with a number of schools, including 228 in our community that is also looking to do an open street near their location. So last year we did 237 open street. We moved those numbers from 216 that we did in 2022. We increased those numbers to 100 to 237. So this is part of this vision again, reimagining public space, and we will continue doing more. Now let's hear from Isidro Medina, who is the Executive Director of the 181st B, working with WEN, with the Inwood Chamber of Commerce. They've been doing a great job in this project.
Thank you, Commissioner Rodriguez. Gwen, if you're so kind, please come next to me because you also own this. Again, my name is Isidro Medina, and I'm doing dual role here. I am the Executive Director of the Washington Heights BID. I'm also the the Vice Chair of the Inwood Merchant Association. So back in 2016, as the Congressman mentioned, there was a need to create a plaza. We worked with then Councilmember Rodriguez, and we received a grant from SBS, the Entity 60 grant. When we did that assessment, a lot of things were critical that were needed in the neighborhood. The first one was lack of marketing. The other one was the lack of parking space and enforcement. The third one was about cleaning the sidewalks, and obviously the need for public space. When we studied the research data, we understood that action had to be taken. Out of that, the bid was successful in creating the Inwood Merchant Association, and under the leadership of Gwen Martinez, you're doing an amazing job, and I'm really proud of the work that you've done. Because of that, we also understand that marketing is a critical aspect on the development and the growth of Inwood. And we're really proud of the work that our Congressman is doing in providing critical resources so that the Inwood Merchant Association can do its work in cleaning the sidewalk. So on that note, I'm going to ask all the elected officials, DOT, the Commissioner, to keep the resources coming to Northern Manhattan because it's critical. And we hope that through those resources, we're going to have a vibrant Inwood community that is clean, safe, and free for the kids to run on this plaza. So thank you all, and take care of yourselves.
Thank you, Isidro. And I appreciate Congressman Espaillat for being partners as we are applying for the big federal grant. We're hoping again that we will be able to continue bringing more resources to redesigning our street from 225th to Diamond Street, again, to make it more pedestrian and cycling friendly. So thank you for all the job that you do. As Isidro said, we've been getting millions and millions of dollars federal grants, so we need friends, again, in D.C. as also in Albany, New York City. I want to acknowledge also David Aldo, who is here with us, who is also the Executive Director of Renaissance, who also provide a lot of training on maintenance, electricians, and different jobs. I know that they will be a great partner. So also to relocate some of those men and women that they train to do some of the jobs to continue plaza like this one clean and safe. With that, I acknowledge Kemuel Arroyo and also Dario Liaga, who is back there. Dario, and again, you will see Dario, most of you knowing Umbrella, but Dario piece of art right now is being shown at the house of the USA Ambassador in Spain. His piece is being shown in Vienna too, and he's one of those individuals that is also doing a lot of investment in, especially in that part of the community. To Paul, to George, to Jorge, thank you for putting your money, your investment from Taconi to Matt Equity and Paul, again, not only from his business, but great partners to all bodegas in this community. They know how a great person is. So thank you again. You are the great partner for the development that you will see happening in this community. So
the Commissioner will have some availability when we wrap up. Do we have any additional questions for any of the guests here?
Sorry, es for the press, a la prensa, una pregunta para si no pasamos a cortarla. ¿No? Padilla, déjame responderte la pregunta entonces. Nosotros de nuevo, nosotros estuvimos aquí en diciembre con toda la comunidad invitada, estamos aquí hoy dejando el corte oficial y con esto pasamos entonces a hacer el ribbon cutting oficial de este lugar. Thank you.